What's up, guys? It's Quinn from Team Wind Tunnel, and today we are going to be racing on the Zwift Racing League. It's about 5:50 right now, and our race starts at 7:46. So I'm going to eat dinner, and then we're going to hit it. So a little background on Zwift Racing League and my team. So Zwift Racing League is on Zwift, and it's a 10-week racing league with 5 categories. There's Premier League, Cat A, Cat B, Cat C, and Cat D. So pretty much the idea is there's a promotion and relegation phase. So if you're in the bottom 2 teams of your division, then you get relegated down. Or if you're in the top 1 team, then you get promoted to the next league. So right now, our team is in Category A. And I'm a Category B rider, so that doesn't really bode out well for me. But the rule stated that if you had a Cat A guy on your team, then you had to race in Cat A. Because it would be unfair if a Cat A guy raced in Cat B. So pretty much the idea is every other week you do a scratch race, so just like a group race with preems and KLMs. And those give you bonus points, and then first place gets 40 points, second place gets 35, all the way down. You get 1 point for participation. Now, that's actually huge because like someone like me, I get like 70th every race, so I would get 0 points if it wasn't for that participation. In the winter, you don't really want to go outside, and now I can just get on every Tuesday night with my teammates and just grind. Every other Tuesday after that is a team time trial, which means it's just your team and you go a staggered start and you just try to race, and whoever is the 4th guy on your team that finishes, that's your time. So the idea is to like stay in a group and draft and, you know, take turns leading the pack, stuff like that, putting in good pools. But this week is a scratch race in the Harrogate, at Harrogate, which is, or Harrogate, I don't even know how it's pronounced, honestly, but it's at the 2019 UCI Worlds course, 2 laps. It's really hilly and you don't get a break. I'm really nervous for it, but I do have a little advantage since I am lighter than a lot of people. I'm around 57 kgs, so 125 pounds, and I think that might give me a little advantage, but still, these guys are heavy hitters in this, so chances are pretty low. For my team, I joined a triathlon team in early summer because I was looking to like get to know people in the community. I'm just starting out in triathlon, so I go to college in Temple, so you know the best thing I could do was find some people in Philadelphia to train with. So I joined T3 Philly. We pretty much set up a team in October to race in Zwift Racing League, and it's 5 guys, 4 guys in Cat B and a guy in Cat A, and we're crushing it, honestly. I mean, we're not top of our division by any means, but we're also not close to relegation at all. We're like solid mid-pack right now, which is good for us. And next season's really going to help out because we just recruited more guys from T3 to join us in the Zwift Racing League, so we'll have some more versatility there. We might even run a B team. In terms of our team, we're looking solid. Our Cat A guy, he's been finishing, top 10 for almost every race now, and he's gotten a couple of preems, and he's honestly probably the only reason why we're staying afloat. But otherwise, we're all still putting in the work trying to finish each race, and I can't wait to hit it tonight. And I thought it would be cool, to get some footage of it and just pretty much break down what happened during the race, because I haven't done much breakdowns. I haven't done much introspection in general after races, but I think it might be nice. And also it's just cool to, see what happens during the race. Obviously you won't be seeing much since I will be probably off the back within the first 5 minutes, but it'll be from my point of view. So without further ado, here's some of the highlights.
Since you shut my soul to see it, I never knew where I was going.
let's just get right into it. So it's about 11:30 p.m. right now. The race was like 3 hours ago at this point. I stretched, did core, showered, ate a little bit, but yeah, the race was surprisingly good. So I raced yesterday in a crit city race, a 24-kilometer crit city race, and I did around 4.3 watts per kg for that race, and I got 9th out of 109 people. And I was really nervous for this race because I thought I spent myself during that race, but turns out I was wrong. So right from the gun, the big pack was just moving. Like, there was nothing I could do. I got dropped right off the back within the first 5 minutes. But I got stuck in no man's land it was only a minute before the group behind me picked me up, and then we were rolling again. But I was out in, goodness gracious, dude, it was so fast. When I got dropped, I was in 64th place at 88 total. But throughout the race, we actually did a really good job working as a group. I had a teammate with me, Eric DeLone, and we just really worked together to bring us back. And it was actually really nice because in general, the pack was actually the pack that we were in was just, they were taking the big pools, and we would throw in a little pool there here and there, but we weren't doing a lot of work. So by the time we got to the end, it was just a final sprint to see who would get first in our pack, and I ended up getting 49th overall. But digging deeper into the actual race, so the whole course is just hills, especially the first half of the lap. So it's first half of the lap is really hilly, and then it's rolling for the rest. And it was actually just a huge bonus for me, since I'm light. So I was able to climb the hills with ease. Not with ease, but comparatively, I was able to move through the pack a little bit better through there. It was the downhills that really killed me. But we stayed well, in a pack together pretty well, and it was actually really nice too. We kept moving forward, and there were people that were dropping off the main pack, so we got them in our pack, and then we would work together even bigger. So there was 20 people in our pack by after lap 1, so that was really nice as well. But I didn't really think I was pushing too hard. My heart rate was average 186, which is 176, sorry, which is really interesting because my heart rate usually is upwards of 180, 190. So I must have not been working too hard, and that's what I thought. But I checked my power data after, and I averaged 249 watts for 40 minutes, which for me is huge. And it turns out that my 20-minute watts were 259, and by doing that, I have a new FTP of 240 watts, which is really good for me, especially since when I was at my peak during the summer training for the Eagleman, my FTP was 243 watts. So we're already catching right back up to the fitness that I was. I mean, obviously I have to add in running and swimming, but it's really nice to, see that the biking for the last 2-3 weeks have been paying off. So otherwise, it was a good race. Marcus, our number 1 guy, finished 6th, so that got us a ton of points. I didn't really check the preems or anything, but I assume he may have gotten 1 or 2 being up that high. There was one team, SL Motion, and they absolutely destroyed. They got 5th, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 13th overall. Our team, we only brought 3 people today because a lot of guys are feeling a little exhausted on our team, so we got 6th, 49th, and 50th, and I thought that was good enough. But man, these guys are just tough. But all right, that's all I got today. It was a more short video because a lot of my friends told me that the 21 minutes was too long, and I agreed. No one has that attention span. But yeah, I just wanted to throw something else out there. I mean, bike racing has become a larger part of, what I enjoy doing. It's fun, and there's a lot of strategy to it, and especially having the platform on Zwift, and since coronavirus has halted all, or at least most of the operations for races, it's nice to get out there and like push for something and know that all your hard work is paying off. But that's all I got, so signing off.